God darn it. God, my mouse geeked out, and now the one up spare is not doing what it should. Fuck me. God, I hate this crap. We're having streaming. Fuck off. Yes, remove that one. Thank you. Now go fuck off. God darn it. This is just maddening.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right, everybody, happy day. It is Friday. I am ready to be done with the work week. I don't know about you, but it's been hellish and crazy and just, I know most of you out there feel similar. So we've got a great guest on today. My friend and sometimes co-conspirator, the great Nick Clemons, will be joining us. We're going to be talking about his brewery, a little bit about the band, the music. We'll talk about ethics in business and some of the people he had for partners. It's going to be a fun show. I love to make fun of miscreants. There's a lot of things that piss me off, as you know, but people who rip off musicians, they get the stick in the eye, man, or the stick somewhere, we'll just say. I don't like people who rip off musicians. I heard another case today. ISSA, the International Singer-Songwriters Association, we had some unscrupulous person was trying to get people, telling him he's going to make them famous and all this crap. And then the worst was a radio show just like mine. And to get on, you got to pay. Okay? Now, I know my show is definitely worth more than you're paying for it, because you pay $0. The only way I would ever charge a musician anything to do with my show at all would be to buy a fucking ad. Excuse me, first F-bomb of the day. We're going to note that and scribe it into the location for Facebook and the censors. But the bottom line is, musicians are the most ripped off shit on people out there, and thieves who prey upon them, especially people who are organized about it. That just really sticks in my craw. But today's show is just going to be me and Nick, and then I have the lovely and talented Mandy with me, and she will be joining us just in a minute. Mandy's bands, they have a bunch of gigs coming up, and she gigged last week, so we'll find out what's up. And I wanted to say to my friend Kath down in Tennessee, happy anniversary, 20 to you and Jay. I don't know how you did it for 20 years. My world's record is 16, and I'm sure both of us would have moved on earlier if we could. No, I'm kidding. Wherever you're at there, honey, I love you. And for good news and bad news, let's see. The bad news is Biden fell during graduation yesterday. He was handing out diplomas in line and tripped over I don't know what he tripped over. There doesn't appear to be anything, but the poor guy hit the floor. It's not cool. Much as I joke about Joe, he's an old guy. I'm not going to make fun of the man. I'm not going to join in the rancor. I might. Now, I think if you want to get him really to do good on the campaign trail, rather than talking to the audience, I suggest a dunk tank. And you have Donald in one, and have him in the other. Instead of all this crap, what we do is we just take a random 10,000 people from wherever, New Jersey, each state, we take a random 10,000 people, and we fly them around to the 50 states, and you get them in the dunk tank. And whoever gets dunked in the water the most, that's who we'll just toss the keys away to. Because You think about it, our election's the same kind of thing. I mean, everybody on each side, they're all mad at each other, but, the poor guy's falling down. People are making fun of him. I don't know what his family's up to. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, I wouldn't do that to my granddad. It's like, he's the president, and in spite of it. Hey, Gina, what's happening, baby? One of my friends from beautiful Hollywood. Beautiful girl she is. What's shaking in California today, Gina? What kind of stuff you got planned for tonight? So while we're sitting here in my Saturnalia of the news broadcast, CIA is on a secret trip to China. It's not so secret if it's on the head freaking page of the New York Times, is it? Call me silly. Let's see. Update. 30 kids have gone missing in Cleveland in 2 weeks. Now that is tipping the weird shit-o-meter off its scale. What do you think about that, man?
That's bananas.
What the hell?
Just, I don't know.
We don't know anybody. In 2 weeks, cops have never seen anything like it, they said. 27 children in the greater Cleveland area. A lot of them are runaways, it appears, just from reading this. So, you know what? With a headline like that, you got to keep in mind the press, that's just meant to draw us in there, and it sure did.
Yeah,
it got my eye.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
the question we have is how many went missing last week or the week before, or maybe it's a flash mob and they all decide to go partying in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, maybe they took a trip,
Maybe that's what they're up to. I don't know.
Maybe they started a commune.
That's what people who are desperate to get laid do, is they start a commune. And the guys who run it, they're like, they want to sleep with everybody's wives, and you have to give them all your coin and stuff. It's crazy. It's like somebody was telling me about Renaissance festivals, which I call otherwise dating for ugly people. I'm sorry, but have you ever been to a Renaissance convention or fair?
Yeah, I think they're fun though.
Well, they are fun. It's just I play in a band, and one time I got booked at one, and I'm in a rock and roll band, and we came out and just throttled them, man. There's like, they're all running around with flutes and shit, trying to play fucking Baroque tunes. And then we come in, and I'm like, how are you motherfuckers gonna do today?
Yeah, it must have been like Back to the Future. Like you were just in the wrong, you were like, what the hell? I'm in the wrong time
Yeah,
period.
man, it happens, and I don't know. Sometimes, I actually, over the years, I've been playing now 54 years, I believe. And there's been times where I learned to sleep. Because I used to play like 2 gigs, one from 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock, 40 minutes on, 45 on, 15 off. Then have an hour to get across town to the Bottle Club where the real fun begins.
Yeah.
That's where the real hardcore of the rock and roll scene. All the other bands are getting off, all the other strippers, all the other waitresses and waiters, and they all come down to see me late, uncensored and live. Woo!
Yeah.
It was a hoot in those days.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But one time we had a guy who came in and robbed a bank in North Carolina.
Oh, shit.
So I'm sitting in my
How'd
car.
you find out?
Dig this. I found out after the fact.
Uh-huh.
Like, what happened during the course of the evening is what the real... It was just unbelievable. We're standing... Let me go back and begin. I'm sitting in my car waiting to go on. I've already got a drum kit there. I had 2 kits and just had that one set up there. So I know I've got like 20 minutes to just snooze for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm snoozing and I'm woken by the abrupt... I'm like, what? I'm trying to sleep. It's my Ralph, my sound man. He's like, come, Neil, there's some schmuck inside, and he wants you to like go on stage and play Gimme 3 Steps right now. I said, tell him to kiss my ass. I'm not going to. I got 20 minutes to sleep. He goes, he said he'd pay you $100. And I went, $100 a piece or $100 for the band? He goes, you don't want. I go in and ask him. He's like, I'm not going in and asking the guy. Go in and ask him your fucking self. I said, come on, Ralphie. Come on, man. I played for 8 hours and I'm like dying here. He goes in. He comes out. He goes, the guy said he'll give you all 100. So, well, why didn't you say so? So I run out and pick everybody else up. We all drag ourselves in, run up. We're playing Gimme 3 Steps. The place is packed. While we're playing, this numbnuts is coming up and giving us hundreds, each one of us, telling us to go ahead and, he's like, go ahead, hand him out. He's throwing money out in the crowd. People are getting in fights on the dance floor. It's insane. Now, this went on for the whole 3 hours of the show, from 3 till 7. And we were pretty maniacal. Sometimes we would just get on it it won and play straight through. We'd have special guests coming on. It was a 3-ring circus, but with that guy, we had a DJ too. I saw the guy throw some money up in the air, and I made a few comments to the audience. I said, man, we get screwed. The DJ's out there snatching up $100 bills, and we got 5 people on stage. I said, look at, hey, skinny boy, I'm going to follow you later. I told the guy, the little DJ worm.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to see you later, man. You better fork over some money for the band. And people in the audience are laughing, but he's not sure if I'm serious. The poor guy, he like goes scuttling back. He's probably counting his money and stashing it in his socks or something, right?
Yeah, seriously.
But during the course of the evening, he was throwing money. And after this big fist fight and mayhem erupted on the dance floor, fighting over money, we had to clear the bar. Then all the drunks that were outside, as they, bottle clubs have a lower standard in every way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like you literally just have shit in a tub of ice.
Yes, exactly.
And, like that's what it is. And, that's
Hi,
it.
Toby. No, it's funny. In fact, we have a friend of mine from Florida who's on here, LJ. It's great to see you, man. You handsome bastard. Look at him. He's a good-looking guy.
Hey, LJ, how you doing?
One of the best drummers in Tampa. A very fine
what's
player.
up.
I've known him for many, many decades, and him and I both came up in that period. He's a great guy. I hope you're feeling good these days, bud. I know you were having a little ailment going on. I know you weren't feeling well, and I hope you're feeling back. But LJ's a fine, fantastic drummer, and you know me good enough to know if he was a schmuck, I'd say so, even though he's a friend. He's not a schmuck, and he's definitely not a bad drummer. The guy's great, and he plays with somebody who coincidentally I used to play with as well. I don't think they're playing together because my friend Charlie Olson, if you're out there, Charlie, clarify it. I can't keep up with you, man. You're the hardest working man in showbiz. Other than me and Mandy, and she's not a man. So, as you can tell. But
I'm a man-D.
I'm a mang. N-A-N-G, I'm a mang. So, that's me. I'm a natural born blues man. Well, I don't see any signs of Nick, but I'm going to look here where people call me in distress, because the Neil hotline, any of you out there, if you need spiritual, emotional, not financial,
Is it like
but
the
I'll
bat
guide
signal?
you. Yeah, it's the bat signal. It's like
What's
when
your
they
logo
say
look like?
it's
What's
like
your
in
logo
Pulp
look like?
Fiction. My logo is going to look like a big weed plant or something. I don't know.
Well,
Something
these
easy
are
to
things
tell.
you have to think about for
Time
the
for
future,
Budman.
you know?
Right. It's for Budman.
You need to plan now for the future.
Absolutely. Duty now for the future, Spuds, as Devo would say. Well, LJ, I'm glad that you're making progress every day, my brother. I'm having some health issues.
Nice.
It's hell growing old, man, and I know what you're going through. I've been in and out of the hospital the past 2 months a lot, and I'm trying. I'm hard-headed, and I'm just too damn mean to die. That's the truth of it. Not going anywhere. I'm here, and if I do, been nice knowing all of you people, but what can I tell you? I'm here for the duration.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, seriously, I've had all kinds of things in my life that have been crazy. I've been in car accidents. I've almost been shot. I've had all kinds of crazy things happen, and I'm still here. So, well, you're gonna be right back. Okay, you're gonna go watch some other show with Toby, aren't you? We got the best fans. Toby Simmons, baby. Type up. What do you got happening tonight out there in L.A.? I always love hearing what she's got. I live vicariously through Gina and Toby, because they got to go to all the best shows in Los Angeles all the time while I'm sitting here. Just makes me crazy sometimes. But I'm halfway there. Rick says, hello, Mandy.
Oh, hey, Rick.
I'm
How's it
insulted,
going?
Rick. You haven't even, said anything to me. I mean, what the hell? Kind of guy. What a friend. Any rate, Rick's my director of special projects. He is the main man. The Hebrew hitman is on the scene. So while we're sitting here waiting for Nick, we can talk about anything. Today, if you're out there watching, we're going to say, ask Neil or Mandy anything. We reserve the right to not answer it. Yes, Mandy does have a good band. And
Thank you, Rick.
hearing her
Thank
doing Born to Run, I know they play some of the songs I like to do, so I can't wait to come out and see you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Have a lot of fun.
Yep, we
Yeah,
have a
Mandy's
Twisted Ginger gig tomorrow. Twisted Ginger gig tomorrow in Clifton, New Jersey. And we're going to blow the roof off the place.
Absolutely. In
gonna
fact,
be
I was
nice.
just in Clifton last week. I was going
yeah?
to go by Rutt's Hut and get a dog.
Nice.
My brother's in the
nice.
hospital up there, so I've been driving up to Wayne.
Uh,
And talk about weird stuff. 50 years ago, I was living in Wayne, New Jersey. I was about 10, and my grandmother had broken her hip. We had a big Christmas party, or no, excuse me, it was an Easter party. And when it sometimes snows in April, as Prince said in the song, we're having the dinner, and we got frumped with like 2-3 feet of snow. My parents have to leave after having 20 guests, drive Mimar home in Wyckoff. They're driving back when the phone rings, and I'm 10. I'm like, trying to steal some weed from my brother. I don't know what I was doing. I probably wasn't doing that yet. But the long and short of it is they call me and tell me that Mimar has fallen and broken her hip, and there's an ambulance taking her to Patterson General, where my dad was the director at the time. It was pretty crazy because I'm driving to see my brother the other day, and I looked at and they said Colfax Road and Terhune Drive. Why do I know that? I used to live at 407 Colfax Road. It turns out he's in this nursing home down the hill, and it's like the place I used to hang out. Everybody watching, I'm changing back to real stuff here, not my crazy life. Toby Simmons, people copy that link, click on it. If you're in Los Angeles, sign up for Toby's links. Sign up, say hello to her on Facebook or wherever. She's the best, and that's all I can say. It's the girl from Wilshire Boulevard, man, and she's cooler than you are, because she gets to see bands that you don't. She gets to hang out with them. She gets to smile and take pictures, and she's just fucking cool. 4th F-bomb.
ah,
Now they're sending the authorities after me.
nice. What a way to party on a Friday.
We will call you on the break. This is our buddy, Nick. Call you on from Green Room. Excellent. Sorry, folks. Today, as always, I have to handle all these various screens and devices. Pay no attention to the man behind the mirror.
That's
I don't know
right.
what I'm doing.
Doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. I'm creating a distraction.
A distraction.
Doodly-doo, doodly-doo.
Excellent. There's the link, man. Everybody, hold on. I got this mouse driving me crazy. If you see that and you do not click on it and go to Toby's link, I'm reading my palm. My lifeline is remarkably short. My craziest shit line is like remarkably long. And this line here says you got to go out 208 to S3. No, okay. At any rate, I think you'll be okay, Toby. But you never know. If you don't, people out there, just like I got all kind of voodoo people running around me. You just don't know. You might get spells. These voodoo guys, I can't do nothing with them. They're cheap, but when they put a spell on you, if you don't have some extra cash to get them off it, you really got trouble. I don't know. Call me crazy. Where are you, man? Come on, Nick. We're like sitting here. So, for everybody listening, this is the link for the show tonight, okay, people? So, before you have, like, your eye rotate onto your back like a flounder does when it lays in the bottom of the bay, you better check out Toby's site tonight, or you're going to have bad and weird shit happening. And if you call me tomorrow and you tell me, Neil, I did not follow your advice. Man, you got some trouble, son. We have to call in the voodoo mama to get you clean up now. At any rate, what can I tell you? If you don't do it and your eye migrates to the back, I'm not responsible. I tried to warn you. Doing a public service announcement right now. Go to Toby's page. As I'm speaking, I'm putting it back up. And our friend Rick is asking a question, which I know the answer to, but he doesn't. Mandy, can you sight read music?
Oh yeah, sure.
Of course you can.
Yeah, everything on my bookshelf.
She teaches students to actually. She doesn't teach guys like me, drummers. I mean, she's got better taste than that. What can I tell you? You get in trouble hanging around with drummers.
Says
man.
you.
I've got a reputation. Well, I'm going to go to a break real quick, and then hopefully Nick will be back. As I said, LJ, stick around, man. The fun's just begun. We really have a good show today coming up, and I'm going to try and find some music. If everybody's wondering why things are even slower than normal, my mouse, it's like I have a mouse in my pocket, And what's happening is I had to use a spare mouse. That's Kanye, Neil.
What's going on?
I'm thinking about, all this stuff everybody's identifying as something. I identify as Kanye today. That's Neil's Kanye break for the week.
Dead.
Okay, let's see what else we can find here to keep the entertainment going. What's weird is I don't have any, the electronic shot collar's not working today. This is really turning into a pain in the ass because I can't get the mouse to cruise down.
Those damn mice.
Let's see if I can do it this
started
way.
with Mickey.
I love it when a plan comes together. Look at that. Barely saved by my skin of my teeth. So here we're going to play an ad, and we'll be back. We're going to play a few ads. Got to make a little money once in a while. And Nancy Kravitz Photography, and here's one of the songs I sing on. Play it.
Like a melting flake of snow this year. I won't be sad to see it go.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
I would have said it couldn't happen here. The people we... There's some changes headed, like the Gulf Stream rising, like some gale that's been blowing off this wild bird island shore. And I can't say where, and I don't know when, but some old door's been opened in the restless shade. Poor man sagging cigarette takes the subway home. Rich man folding old regret steps on the rundown.
All right. Well, now we're going to get up. We have to...
Hey there, it's Kevin Sorbo here, and you lucky people, you are live. You're live with Neve, or
What the fuck?
You'll never get any sympathy from me. I'm sorry. I'm
I
like
know,
the
it's
worst
okay.
person to have around.
Our crack technical staff is really on top of it today. Come on, man.
It's because it's the heat.
I'm
it's the heat. It's
on
making
air.
everything
Can't do
fucked
it.
up. It's the heat.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
I don't know what to tell them, man, It's bad enough they're calling during the show. Shit. Well, I don't know what to do sometimes. So, you know what we'll do? We'll just
What are
pump.
we gonna do?
Hell with it. Since I put you guys through a bunch of commercials, I'm just going to play some Nick Clemons. What the hell? Let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Let me set that up for everybody. Let me tell you some folks. Nick is the son of Clarence, and he is just a great guy, bottom line. And I'm proud to play with him occasionally. And get that out of here. Cancel. I don't want you. Amazing. I'm trying to present some here. Okay, we'll share the screen. Get some Artie Lang going here. Artie Lang, if anybody doesn't know, are you familiar with him?
No.
Artie Lang is a comic. He's just, let's say, if you think I'm an excitable boy, This is a wild and crazy guy, but
Oh, good. I want to
he's-
see this.
He's got some serious mileage on him.
Nice.
He's a hoot. You've never met anybody probably quite like him, and I'll just let the show. But Nick he's an excellent guy, and that's really what I got to say. His band's full of nice people. They're all killer,
Excellent. Nice.
and we're playing. I'm just going to let him know. Your tunes.
That's what's up.
If you can't make it, Nick, if you're out there watching, I'm sorry, man. But I will never be able to. It'll stop 2 minutes out of the show, and it'll be just like crazy for me to try to find that. To resend, it's a pain. Hopefully, we'll hire a great producer one of these years. And when we all move to LA to be at my Vista Castle with the studio, and we'll just bump old Howard off the air. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, Howard Stern is a legend and absolutely funny as hell. And I think really as far as broadcasting and talking about music, I think other than myself, he's the best music interviewer ever. Don Imus is also the best music person as far as really getting down and understanding musicians and how they think and how they do. Some of the hard things that they go through that the civilians don't understand. Like the fact that, like the $100 a gig per man thing has been going on for centuries, literally. I mean, all these bar bands get paid like really raw dollars a lot of the time around the country, not necessarily New York, LA, Miami, Atlanta, the big cities, but there's like pay to play in even little places. Talking to a friend of mine in Nashville, she's signed, and actually I'm going to go into New York and watch her filming her. Gina Jones, my good friend, is going to be in New York the 16th of June. I will be there at the Hard Rock Cafe. We're going to be taping her lifetime story. It's called The Madam of, not Motown, the Madam of Music City, excuse me. And Gina is a killer songwriter. And for any of you people who are wondering, I may be going on tour as her road manager and drummer and chief cook and bottle washer. Strange comic who can open up the show.
Nice.
So she's really killer. And we'll be having her on shortly, obviously with all this stuff happening for her. And, as far as our road tour, we're going to be all over the country, but it's kind of going bookstore to bookstore. So the show will continue as it always has. And here's Nick. It's the man. All right, everybody. Well, our man is joining us in the studio, so I'm going to play a little music, let him get chilled in his chair and comfortable. And we're going to have the big man himself on. I just call him Big Man Model 2.0. A hell of a guy here. I like him a lot, and I think you will too. You're going to have to forgive me, Nick. I'm playing a clip because it's all produced and everything, and it's just easy. It makes you look like a big time, like the bigger star than you even are, man. This is an old cut from this is a cut that I'm probably making him cringe. He's like, oh, not that Artie Lang video. Oh. He's sitting there. I'm looking at him in the back, but he's cool. This is the first time I heard I heard this track. And I don't know when I pestered him into coming on the show, probably a year or two ago. But he's a great guy, and I think you're going to like this song. He's got a ton more, and just go online and buy his stuff, because it's excellent. Trust me.
Nice.
It really, he's got a great band. He's always got killer musicians, and he's a sweet guy, which
That's
is
what's
hard
up.
to find these days, A lot of assholes these days.
Hey, welcome back to the Artie Lang Show. I'm really excited to have these guys here on the show tonight, doing the song "No Worries" off the album "Just to Survive." Please, a gracious Artie Lang Show welcome to the Nick Clemons Band. All right. Woo!
See, I got no worries. I got my feet on the ground. You'll see I'm in no hurry. I got no monkey to bring me down. Some say I got to get a seat before it's too late. Well, no, don't you get me wrong. I'm not dead strong, but I got no face ready. Walk that side road with no soul. Here's a living contradiction. You say the things is getting old. I saw him better on me now. She holds on out to a dream. Things is getting over. Mine away, my enemy. Some say I got to go see before it's too late. Don't you get me wrong. I'm not that headstrong, but I got no. All I know is I got no.
It's impressive just getting those guys on that stage, man. No Worries by the Nick Clemons Band. Thanks, guys. They'll be back to do another song later on in the show. Coming up, Joe DeRosa. Come on back to the Artie Lang Show. Great. Go.